I have given myself like a 6-week window to slowly move different things into the Airstream. Oh, hi sissy, see down here. So that way ideally I can be full-time by August. So my first week that I want to focus on is the bathroom. I'm going to take everything from the bathroom at the mini chateau and bring it to the Chateau Bohème. I'm going to show you the current bathroom setup, and then we're going to talk through my needs to make that transition really work. So here is the head currently. I have this little storage, and then because the Airstream is round, it gets even more narrow on this side. And then I have this tiny little situation, and then I have this. So for ease of accessing pipes, this part here is not, this wall is not finished, and I've already had something fall behind there, and thankfully my hands are small enough I could get in. So anyways, I want to maximize space, and I saw that the 25-foot actually right here has a cabinet, and then that cabinet comes up and over to a shelf. So I'm gonna try to recreate that to give myself like double the storage. So I am nothing if not willing to ask for help. So I put a call out on one of the Airstream groups I'm a part of to ask if anybody knew how to build this, what to do. And one super cool dude was like, this is the exact shelving that is in the unit you are referencing. I have an email into both just Airstream Supply Company as well as another kind of like, what are the words, like retrofitter duder guy, just to get pricing. I found another blog that was talking about like the cost of getting like a sheet of the laminate, and it was something like $200 for a 4x8. I don't know how true that is, but this person seemed like they had really done that, and that seemed honest. So then for 5 seconds I thought, okay, I'll build a teak one instead. And at my local local lumber yard, I didn't really understand, but it sounded like one plank was $49.98. Yowza, because he was like, oh, it's 1 inch thick, you know, blah blah blah. Anyways, so we are balling on a budget. I think I'm gonna figure out if I can buy something just like Amazon, IKEA life, and then take the back off and like just shave down the sides so it's flush up against the curve of the cabinet, right? So like a regular rectangle isn't gonna work. And let's just investigate. This is the space in question. So not only is like the wall curving up, but then obviously like it's curving around. So we can see that the counter goes from however many inches wide here to however many inches wide here. So let's measure. So I'm going from 11.5 inches to like 7.5, not even at the most narrow point. Okay, so I found an Amazon situation for like 30 bucks. So I've got some cardboard here, and I'm gonna cut out a template to just see like as is, what are we working with? And then figure out, if I choose to buy that, then I can cut out templates for the board. So when I cut it, by way of a friend's husband who's so kind to share a saw and his skills, we already have a pattern to go off of. That's the plan. So already this quick $30 cabinet that I picked is hanging over by a few inches, so I don't think that's a good choice. I'd like it to be flush because then I have to secure it up in here. I don't know, maybe it doesn't matter. It would be this tall. So if it's that tall, then I have that much. I gotta move that toothbrush, sorry y'all. Then I'll have that much space behind the cabinet. So maybe this initial $30 situation is not the right fit. Okay, so I'll pick a new one and measure again. I then had to put on my thinking cap and put the tall part on the opposite side where the ceiling, where the wall actually curves up and in, which forced it even further out. So back to the drawing board to pick a different item, and let's measure and cut and make another cardboard template, and on and on. So we found a second option. Well, it took a long time, but whatever. So the new one is much more like medicine cabinet style, so super thin. So it's long and thin. So there will be a gap. I'm already not loving it. So use your imagination. As deep as this board is, 5.5 inches, is as deep as the cabinet will be. But it's long, so it goes that far, and then it's this tall. So I like that. It's just how long it is going to interfere with the window opening. Like I'd have to finagle getting my hand behind here to open the window, as well as the drape coming down. Dang, I thought this was gonna be a good one. And then I keep thinking, what if I turn it the other way? Let's see. But it's to see. Oh, it's being held together. Just, you know, these are primitive design situations, y'all. So 5.5. I'm so sorry. This is terrible for you to see. This orienting it this way. So again, it's only this deep. And now it's going this way long ways, and then that tall. Actually, that's not going to work because now it's even further in front of the window. And this. Shoot. High hopes. Okay, good morning. So, today's my lazy day. This is what's happening. I just committed to just being real with this YouTube situation. I'm not, whatever. I have no interest in living a false life. So yesterday a friend came over for a pool day. What that really turned into was like 2 bottles of wine day. And then don't mind this. These are precancerous cells. We're working on it. Cream. It's a whole thing. But I had reached out to Airstream International asking for the size for the 25-foot flying cloud that comes standard with the cabinets that I want, because I'm like, okay, could those 25-foot, would it fit on this 23-foot? Like, could I just buy that prefab and roll with it, right? So they sent me the specs, which is super cool. Love that. I'm going to measure it right now, tape it out, and then if it does fit, call the local dealer and see if they can get it. My one kind of hiccup is I have seen on the blogs that it actually, like most dealers, are running at a deficit. So like campers are sitting there for weeks at a time waiting to be worked on. And if I'm trying to live in it full time, like, hi, that's my home. So I don't know, maybe other people in the community who live full-time, like, what do you do? How does this work? I obviously don't live full-time yet, but I have a timeline. I have a budget. Anyways, okay, I'm going to measure it. I'll keep you posted. So how I've measured it is like outside of the edge to outside of the edge. So pretty narrow pantry, but almost a foot of space. And then it goes up 28 inches. And then the way it appears is the door swings like out, so it swing over the commode. So you need some of this access here, which I guess they just have like a false panel, because the one in the picture I'm seeing, like there's not a hole. But oh, my magic is telling me if I build like this, then on this side here, I can put shelves that are rounded, right? Little corner shelves that I could put baskets in or something. So that is roughly that height. And And then from there, they actually have given me the measurements for the wraparound shelf. So it'll fit. And I'm assuming like their cabinet might be a little bit wider. So this is like, if I go any closer over here, it's too long, right? So that's if I build it exactly to their specs, or buy the prefab one. So we have progress, y'all.